So Ultimate Women of Wrestling is an all-female wrestling promotion that we just started. We had UWW1 May 21st. We are an organization focused on embracing every woman there is. You know, we have so many different ethnicities. I think we had 7 languages represented with our first show. So ages, races, sizes. I mean, all of these women are beautiful athletes. The one thing they have in common is they're, top caliber athletes. They put on a great show if you missed UWW1. So if you're not in Las Vegas, there's always still a way to watch it. We have a new partner to do pay-per-views, but follow us on Instagram. Our first tag team match of UWW1 also had the Renegade Twins, and they did an amazing job. Like, they're very talented girls. And so it just makes sense to bring them back as a tag team for our tag team match. And they're going to be against Alice Blair and Johnny Robbie, so that should be great. The next one, I'm really excited for this one because I think it's a really good matchup. I mean, Alex was great in the last one, but Sandra is really coming along. I mean, she's been wrestling since she's been a kid in the kids class at FSW, and now she's doing like AEW Dark and things like that. So she's really like a hungry wrestler up and coming, and I think this is going to be a great matchup for both of them. And then Maserati's back with Zeta Zhang. So, I mean, they're both amazing. I think this is a good matchup. I think we did really well on both cards, where it's not like you look at the card and you're like, oh, why are those two even against each other? I think they're really well thought out matches and really well matched. So it's going to be a great experience for both of them. And you never know who's going to come out on top. I guess we'll see who's hungrier. But then getting to the back end of the card, we have Viva Van versus Christy James, and super excited to have Viva Van for the first time. She holds a lot of titles right now, I know, on the West Coast, so I'm super excited for that. And Christy had an amazing match against Santana Garrett with UWW1, so I know that Christy didn't come out on top, and so I think she'll probably just be hungrier than she was for the first one, so I think that'll be a good matchup. And then we're going to have Lady Tapa back. Hopefully she does not attack anyone in the audience this time, but we shall see. And she's going against Milo McDaddy, who was trained at Santino Brothers, so we're super excited to have her come on. Lady Tapa is probably a little bit bigger than her, but Milo's up for the challenge, and she's really happy to be with UWW for this, and hopefully we'll see how she performs in the ring. And then, like, our main event is, I am super excited for this one. I mean, this is going to be great. We've got Big Swole against Diamante, two both, really big names in female wrestling, and I think that a lot of people will be very excited to see that matchup.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Hard Hitting Wrestling Show. I'm Ovi Muniz. In this episode, I will be predicting the winners of the Ultimate Women of Wrestling. And in case you missed it, you can scroll through the videos on YouTube and find Jenny Santana, the daughter of WWE Hall of Famer Tito Santana, and the general manager of UWW. That's right. UWW stands for Ultimate Woman of Wrestling. They're squaring off this Saturday, July 9th, which happens to be my birthday. That's right. And so I'm going to have a good time watching this event, and I'm going to demonstrate and tell you all about my prediction that's happening this Saturday at UWW. And also, that's all going to be there is the host. That's right. The host is Saul Guerrero. Now, Saul Guerrero is the daughter of the late Eddie Guerrero and Vicky Guerrero. So, phenomenal of two lovely ladies who are from the wrestling industry, hosting and being the general manager of UWW. And that's going to tell you a whole lot of what's happening this Saturday. And the match cards are by all means will be epic. So you got to check these cards out. So you heard it already from Jenny Santana of her introduction to these match cards. Now you're going to hear my prediction. And we'll start off with the main event with Big Swole versus Diamante. This will be a Big Swole and Diamante's first match in UWW. This will be their 7th meet in the ring in their career. Their last appearance was on AEW Casino Battle Royal. Both lost their chances to be the last woman standing. In the singles competition, Big Swole is 2-1, with the last appearance being a victory by knockout. I expect Big Swole to win this Saturday and be dominant against Diamante. Now, other match cards will be Lady Tapa. She returns to UWW after experiencing a double disqualification in her last appearance. Expect her to be victorious over Milo McDaddy. Viva Vaughn is a Pacific Coast Wrestling champion. She will also step into the ring for the first time in UWW against the returning superstar, Christy Jane. Jane lost her match to Santana Garrett, and that was by far probably the most epic match of the night if you missed UWW1. Now, as I mentioned, Viva Vaughn is a Pacific Coast Wrestling champion, and she's been held different titles throughout her career. I picked Viva Vaughn to win this Saturday. These two superstars met September 6, 2019 at West Coast Pro Wrestling, and yes, Viva Vaughn did win that match. The next card, you have Maserati versus Zeta Zhang. Zeta Zhang was our special guest here long ago on the HHWShow podcast. She will square off against Maserati. Now Zeta Zhang won her first match, and she made history, being the second superstar to win during the inauguration of UWW. But for Maserati, she did partake as the main event versus Ivelisse, but she came out short and lost that match. I expect Maserati to step up. However, just not quite ready to pick on Maserati. I'm going to stick with Zeta Zhang to win and pull out an upset over Maserati. And yes, Maserati is from Las Vegas. She is the local talent. But Zeta Zhang, she got the skills. She'll make it happen. The next match we have is Alex Gracia versus Sandra Moon. Now, Gracia is a talent from San Antonio, Texas, in which she fought her heart out against Miranda Alizé. However, she did come out short. She did have a busted nose, but she kept on and on fighting through and through. She had so much grit, and that's why I'm picking her, Alex Gracia, to defeat Sandra Moon. Now, Sandra Moon is the next rising star. She only has 17 matches under her belt, but she is fire. But I just don't think she has enough to go over Gracia at this time. And the tag team match, the Renegade Twins versus Alice Blair and Johnny Robbie. Look, the Renegade Twins during their inauguration was ruthless. And, you know, we've heard ruthless and aggression from WWE with John Cena. I see this with the Renegade Twins. I don't think there's any tag team right now that can handle these fine ladies, let me tell you. And believe me, I don't even think the Bella Twins got them. I'm just saying the Renegade Twins should be victorious and should be on their way to becoming the next, or shall I say, the first ever UWW Women's Tag Team Champions. Now, the title belts, I don't think will be around for this coming Saturday, but in the future, like Jenny Santana said in our interview, so please check it out, of Tina Santana. She did mention that there will have a tournament for 3 different titles, which is the tag team title, the United States champion, and the Nevada title. Now, which title is worth more when it comes to single competition? It's, you know, we got to wait and see what happens there. But these are the all-star diversity woman athletes that are competing against each other. And look, if you missed UWW1, you don't want to miss this one, because again, I'm a big fan. And the reason why is I looked at that first match their first pay-per-view event. It was awesome. Please, I tell you, I know there's a lot of women wrestling out there, but when you consolidate all the all-stars in one ring, you already know you're going to have an awesome show. And here's a recap. Once again, we have a total of 6 matches. If you're there, it costs you $49.95 plus fees. And of course, if you go there in person to SAHARA Las Vegas, you'll get a $5 added to your spending spree on on gambling over there. But more so, again, more details with the interview with Jenny Santana as she describes everything what UWW is all about. You can purchase your tickets at www.uwwevents.com. Or if you can't make it, you can also go ahead and stream it for only $5.99. So visit their website at Ultimate Woman of Wrestling. And once again, it'll be Saturday, July 9th at 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. And that's it. That is my picks. And if I can, once again, if you missed out the interview with Jenny Santana, please check it out on our YouTube channel. And also stay tuned for the road to SummerSlam as we'll focus on more with Frank and Hector tonight on Wednesday. That's right. You can't miss it because we got a lot of information plus the bracket of Mr. SummerSlam Fantasy Tournament, everything and much, much more. So, hey, thank you for watching. Check out UWW and also check out and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is the Hard Hitting Wrestling Show.